I didn't even know Frost kept poison needles in his tail. That's freaking badass, and Hit just stops it in it. Wait, there's something about this scene that looks kind of weird. Oh god, I can never look at this image ever again. Hello everybody, Tyrone the God 3 here, and welcome back to Dragon Ball Super Reviews. Today we'll be doing the review of episode 91. This episode is titled, Which Universe Will Survive? The Strongest Warriors Are Gathering. This episode was really freaking cool, and it was cool because the episode as a whole was not just focused around the Z Warriors, and the fact that they've been developing the characters that are in Universe 7, since it's the universe that the story revolves around, obviously. I'm glad that they were able to develop all the characters in Universe 7, except Tien and Master Roshi. For real, they didn't get much development, but they did get some, I guess. They decided to develop other universes, and I knew that Universe 6 and Universe 11 were going to get development, obviously, because those are the two universes that are the main ones. Universe 6 because they already had a saga based around them, and then Universe 11 because it has Jiren, which is the main dude that's fighting Goku in the opening, so he's going to be the main villain of the arc. And I thought those three universes were the only ones that were going to get focused on. But other universes got focused on too, like Universe 9 has this whole thing where everybody's so bad, they're treating the entire universe like an apocalypse zone. So it's like the purge, and everybody's just purging out. It's just become this uncontrollable mess of crime and mayhem. And then they got Universe 2, and Universe 2 is kind of cool because it's like this nighttime Las Vegas type casino area, and one of the strongest fighters in that universe is a Sailor Moon parodied character called Ribberine, and she does this cool Sailor Moon transformation and makes this fat girl. And I love the fact that she's fat. Like, I love it. I love this because it's just usually when magical girl characters like Sailor Moon and Sakura and Mew Mew Power and all that, usually when they transform, they're portrayed as very cutesy, sexy girls. But this was completely in reverse, and it's parodying them. And this isn't the first time that Dragon Ball has done this. They've done parodies of other series before. They've done parodies of Sentai, where freaking the Ginyu Force are a parody of the Power Rangers, and Great Saiyaman is a parody of like basically a bunch of other superheroes. I love when things like this happen because it makes the world expand a little bit more, and I love the fact, like I said before, that they're focusing on much more than just Universe 7. This gave us some insight on other universes, and I thought that was really cool. I think that's really clever. That's a really great use of time and character development. I'm glad they're not just jumping straight into this tournament. Like I said, the more episodes we get buying time to this tournament, the better. The tournament was freaking announced, I want to say like almost 20 episodes ago. The tournament was announced in episode 77. We're on episode 91 now, and it still hasn't started. So I gotta say, yeah, this is some real good development. This is the type of development that you would see in Dragon Ball Z, where Cell gave them 10 days to prepare for the Cell games, and we ended up getting like almost 10 or 12, almost 15 episodes leading up to it. So it's great to see that they're actually taking the time to focus, and that's basically the long story short version of this. In Universe 6 also, you can see that Frost is going to be in the tournament, but he has to take out all of his poison needles, so I'm not really sure how well he's going to do there. I've let a lot of my anger for Frost simmer down quite a bit, but I still don't like Frost. I think he's just a shameless Frieza ripoff, and that's all he's ever going to amount to be, unfortunately. But then we also see that his will to stay alive has made him a bit stronger, so that's going to be kind of cool to see that Frost is in the tournament, just because apparently he's gotten stronger, and apparently he's lost his position of power now. He's in the slumps, he's in the bottom of his barrel. So yeah, after that we also see some Pride Trooper stuff with the general trying to save a cat instead of meeting up with the rest of the Pride Troopers. And yeah, just development all around, and I really love it, and I think it was a really great use of their time. I've already talked about most of the pro. The pro is that they developed a lot of these characters. That was the gist of the entire episode. The whole episode was devoted to basically developing each of these characters in other universes rather than just Universe 7. We see that there's a big problem in the end where Majin Buu is asleep. And yes, I am aware of the rumor and the things that are going on and what potentially may happen. And I'm going to make a discussion video about it later on. I'll probably say like next week. Yeah, next week I'm going to make a discussion video on my thoughts on that because I have some thoughts, trust me, and they have been a-brimming in my head. But other than that, the pros of this episode, like I said, I've already praised this episode before. It does a great job developing a lot of the other characters, you know. It's just, this is such a big tournament that has such a large cast of characters. It would be a shame if only like Universe 11 gets real development. So I'm glad that this series is actually taking the time to develop these other characters. The episode focused on some things that just didn't need to be focused on. I do think it's funny that Yamcha continuously still thinks that he is going to be in the tournament, even though it's clear he's not going to be. But then they end up going into that whole Master Roshi needs to control his perviness, when in reality it's not going to get anywhere. He's still going to be the exact same character. I don't even know why that part's added on. I guess it was more development towards Roshi or just something to add gag to buy some time or something. But it was unnecessary, and that's not the only con I have. I want to say the other real con is Majin Buu being asleep. It's like, really? We're this close into the tournament. We got everybody gathered, and now we're going to start finding problems for the other characters to not be able to be in the tournament. It's just kind of dumb, especially when you consider the fact that Majin Buu being asleep is something that already happened in the Universe 6 saga. We don't need it happening again. It's just a waste of time. This basically was a good episode to me. It was a lot happening at once. Some of those things were unnecessary. Some of those things were very necessary. It was more pros than cons, though. I think this episode was good just because of the fact that it was able to focus on a lot more than just Universe 7. Yes, I know our story revolves around them, but I want to have a reason to root for the other universes too. I mean, yeah, Goku and the others aren't in those universes, but it's still good to see like Kaba's character develop. It's good to see Hit's character develop, the Pride Troopers. I'm actually starting to like the General because of the whole cat situation and how he chose not to meet up with the rest of the Pride Troopers because he felt there was a greater good at hand. Like, there's more dimensions to these characters than just, hey, we're a bunch of fighters that Goku is gonna punch in the face in this tournament. So yeah, congrats to that. And then the next episode, which is episode 92, that episode is Emergency Development, the incomplete 10 members. I'll see you all then, everybody. Tyrone the God 3, out.